So, good morning or good night, depending on where you are in the world, and welcome to another interview of the Shield Dude on a Couch. Today, I have a old school death metal band called Vomitizer. They're from Norway, and I have their guitar player who's going to introduce himself now because I can't say his name. So, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you. How about you?
I'm doing good. So,
Yeah.
tell everyone your name, and obviously, I said you're the guitar player in the band.
Yeah, I'm a guitar player, and my name is Oyvin, and I know it's like everyone outside of Scandinavia have a big problem saying my name, so you're not the only one.
No, but that's okay. Yeah, but it's a cool name. It sounds cool. So you guys, you just released a new album, your first debut album on April 25th. And the album is called Release the Rats. So very interesting because when I was listening to the album, I saw a lot of song titles had to do with rats. So I'm like, maybe this is a concept record or there's a theme. Is it a concept record or is it more of a theme?
Yeah, well, it's a concept record, and we're sort of having this story going on in the background. And the story is kind of like you're introduced to this sort of cult that's going to, and they have this thought of they want to kill most of the people with rats, using pestilence with rats. And the thought is that only the chosen one is left to live in this world. And it's sort of ends up with like just the most brutal, wicked people staying alive at the end. And it's kind of like, so it's a concept album, but at the same time, it's not very story driven. So it's, we were aware that we wanted each song to, you don't need to have the context of the whole thing, and every song shall have its own meaning. So it's not like a story that you find in a typical King Diamond album or something like that, but it's definitely a story going on under there.
Yeah, that's why I was like, maybe it's themes, but I saw the album titles and I'm like, yeah, it has to do with, because there's a song called The Church of Rats. There's like a Ritualis, something, Rat Ritualis.
Yeah.
And you have one single, Pestilence, the Sickness. So yeah, it's pretty, like, if you like old school death metal, you can get into Vomitizer. So the thinking, like, is there like a story for the name of the band?
Yeah, well, when we started with the album, we started pretty fast getting into this, thinking of going with this story, and started thinking lyrics in that direction. And we started sort of trying out with different names, more that sort of we're more into this storyline, but at the same time we didn't want to, like, if we did that, we had to do this with every album after this one, and keep on putting it in to the same storyline. And so we just decided, let's just go for this old school death metal name, and so we just wanted a name that have a sort of dirty, filthy feeling to it, because that's where we really wanted to go with the music and lyrics and everything. So it's just, so it's no bigger meaning than other than it's a filthy old school death metal name. So that worked out.
It sounds to be old school metal name, and yeah, if you put something related to rats, then you would, I think you would have pigeonholed yourself. Like you should be called like the Rat Band. Every album be about rats. So yeah, no, that's a good thinking. So for next album, you can do something totally different. You guys, I was reading, in the information packet that you sent me, that you all came from different type of bands, in different styles, like thrash metal, and I said some death metal. Like, when did you guys decide? Like, when was Vomitizer born? Did you always want to have like this brutal sounding old school death metal band?
Well, it's kind of like it was very much me that sort of started the ideas around Vomitizer, and I really want to do some thing like this. And it's been like so I started working out with this guitar riffs and started making these songs and all that. And after a while, when I was getting to the point where I needed to get some other members to do their stuff, I approached Espen, which is the drummer in Katoon, where I also play. And I just know he's a really good drummer and a really cool guy, and would deliver everything I needed. And that's sort of just me showing some riffs and explaining where I wanted to go with this, and they were along right away. And it's so it's pretty much me and Espen that started Vomitizer and started making this music. And Peter, which is the vocalist, is actually a friend of mine that I just we were at the cabin drinking and listening to music, and I was showing some pre-production of the stuff that I made, and he was like right away, yeah, this sounds cool. And we started discussing like these vocals, because he typically when I started this, I sort of were looking for this standard death vocals, like this growling sort of thing, but that's not where Peter goes. And he was like really about you could work out with some sort of a necrophagia sort of vocals here, or like this high-pitched screaming, and just get it really dirty and everything. And yeah, I said try it out, and it was like right away when I heard his vocals on this, I just knew, yeah, that's where we're going. And so it started pretty much like that, just me getting members for the band as I was making the music. And in the end, we started doing this recording and made the album. So it's kind of strange, because I never made an album like this before, where we sort of made all the music by ourselves and not in the rehearsal room, because that's always where I've been making the music with earlier albums. So it was a very different way to make the music for me, but it's I think it's really worked out. And of course it's pretty much my head when I did all the arrangement and made all the songs pre-made, but of course then I can also put very much the style I want the album to go in. So I think it's in the end it works really good, but I don't know if this is going to be the way we make the next album, because now we are in the rehearsal room and start making music that way, instead of me just putting everything together before.
Yeah, so this started as a passion project for you, and did you also work on the lyrics as well?
Yeah, it's me that has sort of written all the lyrics and made the songs for the album. Yeah.
So are you scared of rats or no?
No, I'm not especially scared of rats. It just have that symbolic feeling of like all this filth and nastiness and sickness and stuff. And you of course have this history of the Black Plague and everything. So it just when we started this, I really wanted to end up in this sort of post-apocalyptic world in the end. And yeah, that's just the way to come to that end of the album.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be near rats.
No, it's yeah, they do some filthy shit, and you can actually yeah, it works its ways. So, but no, I'm not. I don't have a panic for rats.
Yeah, no, but it's interesting that you came up with this concept of like people that want to end the world with rats. So it's a cool concept. So I want to show the the artwork for the record, so we can talk about the artwork for it. So here we have it, and it's pretty old school. This is totally old school death metal artwork. So tell me a little bit about what you guys were going for with work.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting because we were sort of searching the internet, and it was we came up with this artist that we really liked, and we sent him an email and telling a bit of the story and everything that we wanted to have on this album cover, and he came up with a really good album cover that had all this sort of description that we given, and we were really happy with it, and that was the album we were going for. But then we decided we wanted to do a single before, and Peter just said that, yeah, but I have bought this really cool picture earlier that I think will fit with this single, because like that song Pestilence, the disease, is just a description of a guy having gotten this pestilence and how it works on his body. And as you can see on the cover, it's like this guy in just agony and with all this blood and pus running out of his face and eyes and everything. And it was like, yeah, this is spot on this single. And so we did the single in a yellow version of the cover. And after that, our label guy just said that, yeah, but I think this would work perfectly for the album too. And we discussed it, and it's like, yeah, it's such a cool cover because it have this really old school, almost the demo feeling to it, and it's sort of have this description of this pestilence, and so we just ended up using this cover instead. But so we still have that other album cover that we never used, and probably we are working on an EP now that's going to be sort of a side story of the album, and I guess we're going to use that for the EP instead of the album.
Cool. So there's an EP. Are you releasing this EP this year, or is it just too soon to tell?
It's a bit soon to tell, but I really hope so, because I've sort of I have put ideas for all songs, and I have written lyrics for most of the songs. So but at the same time, we are really rehearsing hard for going live now. So that's my main priority now in the first. But if it works out, I really hope we can do it like later this year or early 2026 with this EP. But we just have to see. But it's definitely in the works. So that's where we're going for. And this is sort of a concept we've been playing a bit with, because now we have this album with this story going on, and we're going to do this EP where we have some a sort of side story, and we're going to do a cover song on that EP, which will sort of fit into the story, where the lyrics are fitting into the story that we are doing.
Tell us what the cover will be, or is it a secret?
Oh, it's a secret yet, so you just have to wait for this. But the plan is like next time we do an album, we will do a completely new story for that album, and hopefully we will continue this way with this EP with side stories and the lyrics that sort of from a cover that sort of fits into the story that we are working on. So this is a sort of a grand plan idea we have going, and that we think would be cool if we could pull it through. And I think it definitely will work for this EP that we are working on now, at least. So yeah, and we'll just have to see where the future goes.
So you have the new album out, Release the Rats, that came out like a month and a half ago. You're working on this EP. Where can people buy the album? Because I think there's physical copies with the label. Where can they get the Release the Rats?
Yeah, it's actually, I think that's the easiest way to actually go to Undercover Records, the label, and order it from the label. We have it also out in some stores in Norway, but actually not sure how the distribution is from Undercover Records. So, but the main place to get the album is at Undercover Records.
And also, people buy it if you go to Bandcamp and buy it digitally or something like that. Want it digitally. So yeah. So is there upcoming shows for the band?
Yeah, we have our first show will be at a festival called Legend Metal Fest, which is in Trondheim in Norway, and you have bands like Blood Red Throne, Galsvyrd, Leak, and some other like really great bands going there. So it's like I think it will be a really good start having our first show and playing actually at the main stage there. So it's like I think that's a really good start for us. But we just started sending out emails and trying to get this gigs because it's we wanted the album to come out and like get some reviews and stuff before we started trying to get the gigs. So hopefully we will get some gigs in the future now, and that will be like a big priority for us just to get out there and playing the album in front of people.
Yeah. When is that festival? Is that in the summer?
It's in the autumn, so it's like I don't think we're going to play any live before that. So hopefully we are just trying to get as many gigs from after the summer, and yeah, so we just have to see. It's kind of like yeah, I don't know how hard it is to get into this. It's been a pretty long time since I played live with the other bands, so it's like how hard it is to get gigs now, I don't know, but we started at least sending out promos and sending out emails now, and just see how it goes.
Yeah, hopefully show soon. Where can people follow you? Where are you most active online that people can follow the band?
Yeah, I actually I'm pretty good at updating both Facebook and X, Blue Sky, and Threads. That's my main. But we're also on Instagram and YouTube and Bandcamp. So it's like I guess your preferred way of following bands, but yeah, Facebook is probably the best place.
Okay. Yeah. So, well, it's. I want to let know people, the Couchers that see this interview, that the band actually wrote to me. You found me. How did you guys find me? Like, did I do like an interview or something?
Actually, I don't remember because it's a long time since I did, but of course, in this time I was trying to get to promote the album, I was searching a lot around and just trying to see what were at YouTube, what were at different websites and stuff. So yeah, like everything that sort of seemed interesting for us, we just contact and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And of course that ends up like with everything, you send a lot of emails and you get some answers, and that's it. But it's really cool every time it works out and you get a chance like this. It's really good.
Yeah, I always try to reply. Sometimes I'm like, wait, oh my God, that band. I'm like, because I got, but it's good that we finally got to talk, and I listen to the record. So bands, I'm only one man, so
yeah.
Be patient with me. Yeah, I'll you know, sometimes when I get the time, I'll try to promote the band. Plus, now you're doing a new EP, so we're actually talking about something that's coming out someday in the future. So
yeah.
So before I let you go, Oyvin,
yeah, but that's good.
yeah, it's a cool something. It does it mean anything? Because
Yeah, it's kind of like a really old Norwegian name, like almost sort of a Viking sort of. I actually don't remember what it means anymore, but it has some sort of meaning to it. But it's like
It,
a real old classic Norwegian name.
yeah, when you say Oyvin, I'm like, yeah, son of four, son of
Yeah,
yeah. My name,
yeah.
yeah, Hector is it's very common name in
Mm.
Hector. So yeah, Oyvin, it's been great chatting with you. I know it's late in Norway, but yeah, I'll post the link for people who want to get the album and follow the band. So before I let you go, anything you like to say to the fans before we go?
No, well, of course, it's a lot of things I want to say to the fans, but I just hope people keep checking us out and keep following us on Facebook and get the news when we get new stuff out and when we hopefully play live at some place near the fans. So just hope you keep on following Vomitizer in the future. And I'll see what we can do with both live shows and new stuff coming out. It's definitely in work, both of them. So
Yeah. So, Couchers, you heard here, Vomitizer, release the Rats. It's out now. They're working on a new EP and shows in a few months. In autumn, they'll be at the festival. And if you want to know more, follow the band so you can keep up to date on where they're going uh, to play next. So, Oyvin, I want to thank you for taking some time of your night to chat with me from Norway here to Puerto Rico. So, thank you for that. And until next time, Couchers, this Hector, the Shield Dude on a Couch, and I'll see you all right here on the couch. Thank you and goodbye.